Hey guys, it's your boy Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. Welcome to another edition of the channel. It's Luke Brooks. If you're new to this channel, please make sure you like and share and subscribe. I know I got to put that out there, and it's been a while since we did one of these videos, and I think it's more appropriate to do long format videos than just the 1-minute clips when it talks about serious things in life, right? Like, the things I do say is all serious, but like when it comes to having like just a 1-minute conversation, that's it. It's not just it. So this is talk about mindset. So when I went to Thailand, and I just want to talk about my experience there too, is that the people are friendly there. It depends on what part of Thailand that you're going to. To me, when I went there, I went to Pattaya or Pattaya, however y'all want to call it. And a lot of people that I knew that were positive in the mind, I thought, were just so negative and evil. I'm not saying that they're evil people, but they had evil notions in them. And it makes you wonder, what made them come to that point in their life? Like, I've been going there for probably maybe three years now. I think that was my 7th trip, and my friends like, hey, we should go one more time, and this and that. And in my honest opinion, it's like, hey, we got to go travel other places. We don't want to get stuck and fixated on something. Now, if it's your first time going there, go for it. But if you're just like constantly going, it's getting worse. Like, the returns, I would say, diminishing returns, as we call it in business. So you keep doing the same thing, but you're getting less value each time. You're getting something, but it's not as it was the first time that you got it. And when I went there the first time, it was wonderful. And people, the energy was just exciting and good things. And maybe some people say, well, it wasn't like that always. Maybe it could have been that I was seeing something that y'all didn't see, or something that I missed out on. But the bottom line is about the mindset, about the attitude. Now, it was a time where someone put their hands on me. And I would tell you this, that person, I didn't hit them. I didn't do anything like violent or anything, but I did tell them, because you got to have respect for yourself. You have to be able to tell people, look, no means no. Meaning, like, do not put your hands on me. Do not touch me. You don't have no right to do that. You don't own me. You're not my mom. You're not my dad. And that doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. The bottom line is that you have respect for yourself. You do not let people disrespect you. You have to have that in your mindset too. Because if you let people run over you, then you can't reverse that. Sometimes you may have to give a silent treatment. Sometimes the person in the room that is quiet is not the dumbest one, not the shyest one, but the one who's scanning the room, determining who is who in the room. Not, oh, my name is Bob, but like, this the one who don't know what's going on. This the one who's got the ego. This the one who think they're the big badass or whatnot, and they don't got nothing going on. So it's really crazy when it comes down to stuff like that. At the end of the day, when we want the things that we want in life, we have to really take that time out and really analyze, is it truly worth our time? Is it truly worth our time to be wasting? And going over there, I felt like I could have went to another location. And the reason being, again, is the energy. I go with the energy. Now, people say go to the club. I don't go to the clubs like that all the time. I don't. I really don't go to clubs like that. Like, when I went there, I did go to the club, but I went to the same old club. And you could tell it was a different club, then it'd been different, right? Because you never experienced it. I went to all the same clubs I went to last time. I went to all the places that I went last time, and it got bad. For example, I went to one of these bars. I'm not gonna throw a bar name out there because people come back, are you talking crap about my bar? But I went to one bar that was, I would say, up in dispute. The first time I came there, the very first time I went to that bar, it was owned by a different management. So I can understand that they got a different vibe. It's just gonna happen. I go back when the new management, or I should say the original management, took over. The vibe was different. It was just kind of like, it wasn't happy-go-lucky, let's go greet people, things like that. And then the last time I went, basically over a week or so, nothing. No one's doing anything. No one's in there. And that told me a lot. I was telling the guy, I said, how can you run a business efficiently if you can't get anyone to actually do what needs to be done? That means that if you really want to make your business grow, you're just not having people sit out there, lounge around, and not attract customers. And that was the thing. I was watching a lady from Thailand. She said she's probably one of the oldest people who work the bar, and she's like in her 70s. And you know, a guy interviewed her, and he was like, hey, can you tell me the difference over the years that you've seen that could have been improved on now? And she said, when they trying to get customers to come in, she's trying to tell the younger girls to get customers to come in to drink or whatnot. They don't want to listen. They want to be on the phone and always texting and letting the customer go by because they're not looking. And he said, you'll get more people coming in here. Say, if back in her day, they didn't have this device. If you wanted to talk to someone, you got to go to a payphone or go to their house. But now you got this where you're constantly getting contacted instantly. And she said that gets annoying, you know, because you're losing money. And that's true. And I think we've grown into a society where we don't really think about what we really want. It's a few people think about what they want, right? It's a few million people out here maybe that sit down and think about what they want out of this life. I noticed this when my father passed away. When he passed away, everything got recalibrated. When my father passed, when my mom told me my dad was dead, things that I thought I wanted, they went to wayside. I started evaluating my own existence. My dad died at the age of 82. I'm currently 41. So typically in my family, the males in the Brooks family, they typically die in their 80s, right? And that's not long. So a lot of people are, well, that's plenty of time. It's not plenty of time. When you think about it, that's 40 more seasons of winter, fall, spring, summer, 40 more Christmases, Thanksgivings, birthdays. You have to start thinking about what really matters to you in your life. It may be that you don't care. Okay, so be it. This may not be for you. But it could be that you do care about exactly what you want and how you want this to happen in your life, so you do not end up being an old man or old woman. And you're saying to yourself, well, you know what? I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. And it's too late. Your enemies are going to be regret. And regret and the dreams that you let fall wayside, it's going to be your greatest enemy. They're going to say, why did you let us die with you? Not really letting us live life. And a lot of people think living life. People think living life is to go to work, working an 8 to 5 job, working 40 plus hours, and partying on the weekend and starting over. To me, when I start seeing what the younger people are doing, I'm seeing what people are liberated, right? People, we ain't got to necessarily have a degree. We were told you always got to have a degree to make something. No, a degree's nice to have. I do have degrees. But at the end of the day, you have people with degrees that's flat out broke. And then you got, on the other hand, you got people who are living life. They're living as if someone came in the room and killed them. They made them deceased. You know, they deleted them. Got them living in a life of, I'm going to live life to the fullest every moment. And we are so conditioned in that mindset where we have to go to work, we have to do this, have to do that. I gotta pay bills. There's other ways to make money, guys. Like I told guys that work with me, because some people like, hey, what about you? What are you gonna do? I'm doing what I'm doing right now, right? Doing what I love to do. I love being behind the camera. I love sitting here or being behind and in front of the camera, talking to people, helping people, getting a message out there, whether it's funny, whether it's serious, but getting a message out there so folks can really take control of their lives. If you cannot take control of your lives, it's not worth living. I'm not saying you go do something to yourself, but it's not worth living. That's why we have the issues that we have in the United States right now with all this mental health issues. You got people going through health issues, stress, and stress is the number one killer. Heart attack, heart disease, stroke, obesity. I'm living in other countries. I don't see all that stuff. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's not so current where I see a commercial. You got to take this drug to get this. You got to take that. And when you start questioning, some people think you're crazy. When I went on this journey, because this is a journey of solitude. No one can take this journey. In my thoughts, when I started running a bit, hey, why don't we come work this together? You know, and people backed away. I was, well, damn, maybe I shouldn't do this. And I had to tell myself, some things that you're going to be doing in your life, you're going to have to do alone. Not to say that it's always going to be alone, but on this earth, you may have to walk that path alone in order to see your success. You're going to have people who are going to question you, who are going to sit there and say something's wrong with this guy or woman. But if you know you're doing right and you're not hurting no one, and you really seeing your results, I'm not sitting there saying, yeah, look at me, right? Sometimes you need to just move silently, silent running. You're doing the things, you're not bragging about it. You're not sitting there trying to show all your money. I see people doing that too. And to me, it's just like you trying to get gratification. The gratification to come when you get your results, when you really show people where you at, where you stand. And when I say that, they see the accolades. They see what you're doing. They happen to see you on a TV show. And you're not saying that, hey, look at me, I'm on TV. It just happens. Whether that's what you want to do, whether you want to work on your art, your craft, you got to keep doing it. And don't give up. I know some of y'all got to work the 8 to 5 because you got yourself in an extreme situation. I've been there. I've been doing it, right? But you know this is not the end. This is not the end of your story. To work the 8 to 5 until you die. To work 40 years of your life, to live off 40% of your earnings, just to be struggling and doing this again. And that's where I got an issue with. What it needs to be is that we need to recognize this is an issue, that we're actually addressing this, and this is how we're going to address it to win. When you're ready to win, you're not going to let anyone stop you. If you see that this is the thing, this is the one thing that's stopping you from seeing the world the way you want to see it, you're going to do everything. But I think we get in our mind is because when we're dealing with these complexities, when we're dealing with something that's outside of knowing whether, hey, I may have to start working on my stuff right when I get off from work, and I got to do this for the next 6 months. Oh, that's too much. I'd rather just suffer. We have to get out of it, because once you put in that work, once you put it in, once you do it, and you're doing it consistently, you're going to see the results. You're not going to see it instantly, right? It's not instant gratification again, but you step away from it for 1 year and say, look what I was doing before this. Look where I'm at now. You'll see what's going on. I can tell you right now with my other YouTube channel, Car Genius, I'm seeing the results because I'm putting it in there. And I said, okay, based on what I'm doing now, we need to step it up. Just like the motivational channel. What I'm seeing right now, I need to step it up. And that's just me being the greatest critic. You have to be the greatest critic. You can't let other people say, well, you're doing okay, because if they're just doing that, you don't need that. You need that tough love on yourself. You need to say, look, I can work better on this. I need to make me a schedule to post my lives or whatever it may be. But you got to get out there and make it happen. So guys, change your mindset. Don't let people tell you that you can't do this. Don't get into this loser mentality, as they say, but seek what you truly want out of this world before it's too late. Again, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. I hope that this message hits you in the right way. Make sure you subscribe. Till then, I'll see you next time. Take care.